Good morning and welcome to today's tutorial. And today's tutorial is going to focus on the difference of two squares. So for those that are joining me for the first time, you're welcome. Alright, so we'll dive in and just explain what a difference of two squares is. So if you have a squared minus b squared, what it definitely states is that you should be able to get a minus b and a plus b. So that's what a difference of two squares states, and that's what it requires us to do. So looking at the question that I have today, we're going to dive in and begin to solve a question that we have been given. We've been given 2x squared minus 8. How do we get to solve that question? The first thing we get to do as we solve this question is we're going to look at what we can factor out. So what we can factor out is a number that can go both into itself and the other number that has been given. And looking at this, we already have 2. So if 2 can be factored out, we'll say 2. And if 2 is divided into 2, we'll have x squared minus, if 2 is divided into 8, we'll have 4. And then going back to that, so 2 was the one that was factored out. It will continue being in our what? As the question is solved, to continue coming down. So we'll write our 2, and then we'll open brackets, and then from there we'll have x squared minus. So we are trying to now look at getting the difference of 2 squared. We're going to look at a number that you multiply it twice and give you 4, and that number is 2. So when we say 2 to the power 2, we know that that is going to give us what? 4, because when we multiply 2 by 2 itself, it should be able to give us 4. When we have that, we can now tell ourselves that it has taken us back to the difference of 2 squared, which means when we have that, we're going to get to have our outcome as what we had, which is here. So here, because here we're having x squared minus 2 squared, we're going to have x minus 2 and x plus 2. And this is our answer for this question. All right? For the second question, I've also gotten to had a lot that have asked, how do you get to go about this one? It is not taught to say it's a difference of 2 squared, but because you've learnt it, you are supposed to know to say that, okay, this is going to lead me to such a step. So again, I'm having y minus 12 divided by y squared minus 144. Again, when you look at the denominator, this denominator will just take us back to the difference of 2 squared. Why? Because we have 144. We're going to look for a number that when we multiply it twice, it should be able to give us a 144. And what number is that? Is 12. So we'll have y minus 12 divided by y squared minus. So instead of writing 144, you've known we'll write 12 squared. And then from there now, we're going to expand it. Like I said, the moment you now find out that it's a difference of 2 squared, you expand it to what it should give you as that. So here again, we write y minus 12, which is our numerator, and then in our denominator, we expand it. It is y minus 12 in brackets, y plus 12 in brackets. And then we look for what is common. So looking at the numerator and the denominator, what is common here? You have y minus 12, y minus 12. We'll cancel them out. And our final answer there will be, because we've cancelled out the numerator there, will remain with 1 over our denominator, y plus 12, as our answer. So this is how we can be able to solve these two questions that have been asked so many times on how to solve them. So I'm going to leave you people with this question. So what is the formula, or what is the solution for this question that we have here? You can get to share, you can get to comment, and just get to show me how you've solved it. Till next time, thank you so much for joining my tutorial.